These are the books that I want to get through in the month of December. If I finish 2 of these, I will be at my reading goal for the year, but I'm going to try to push through and get through all 5. I'm having flashbacks to last month when I said I wanted to read 7 books and I only made it through 4, but get over it. First up in my ongoing challenge to read all of Stephen King's books in publication order, I will be reading Firestarter. This was the last book that he published in the 1970s, and after that, I'm going to try to read The Mist, the first book he put out in the 80s. Never read this one before. I kind of know what the premise is, so I'm excited to get to it. This one was one of the first Stephen King books I ever read, but it was over a decade ago, so more than excited to get back to this one because I remember loving it and being really shocked at the ending. Next up, if there is one book on this list that might not make the cut, I'm going to say it's probably going to be Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I really do want to read this one, and not just because Charlie XCX has put out some really impressive music that has made me excited for the new movie that's coming out next year, but I just know I'm going to have a hard time reading this one. I've read like the first chapter and a half, and I'm going to have to do an immersive read where I listen to the audiobook while I read it, because I just think I'm going to have a hard time with the writing in this one. We'll see. Next up is actually a novella, but I feel like if there is ever a time to read it, it's got to be the month of December. It is A House Beneath December by Trev Seminsky. He is a poet who makes videos here on the internet. I followed him for a while, and I've actually bought one of his poetry collections before, but this was his first novella that he put out earlier this year, so I'm very excited to read that. Last but not least, who would have thought that I would pick up another 900-page book to round out the year? I heard about King Sorrow by Joe Hill last month, and immediately my TBR went out the window. I am already about 150 pages into this book. It's a fever dream in the best way. Like, I don't even know how to tell you this story without you thinking I'm crazy. It's about a group of college students who get caught up with some drug dealers, and they summon a literal dragon to help deal with them, but the dragon requires them for the rest of their lives to make a human sacrifice on Easter. So, I know that sounds crazy, but I am loving it so far, and most likely this will be the first book that I finish in December. Okay, maybe this stack is not too ambitious this month. We'll see. Okay,